Due to the graphic nature of this program, listener discretion is advised.
Hey, this is Brian Johnson, and you are listening to Two Strangers, One Podcast. Why the fuck you're doing that instead of listening to Tell 'em Steve Dave is beyond me.
He is a comic book nerd.
In brightest day and darkest night. We can learn a lot from comics.
She is a reality TV junkie.
No idea.
Snooki had her baby. A dollar makes me holla.
Chris likes sci-fi.
They do a brain transplant into this whole new body, but it's you.
Kristyn likes celebrity gossip.
Breaking news.
Oh, more breaking news?
Official. Official. What was just a rumor? These two, our paths moved back in together.
What do they have in common? Nothing. You're listening to Two Strangers, One Podcast.
Now, here's Chris and Kristyn.
Well, hello and welcome to Two Strangers, One Podcast. I'm Chris.
And I'm Kristyn. We are back.
And it's, well, this episode, I don't know when this episode's going to come out, but, you know, we're now officially into the Christmas season.
Yes.
You know, goes right after Halloween.
Even before there was stuff.
Oh, yeah, there's stuff already, but like
September.
The pharmacies now, they're taking down all the,
Halloween stuff.
You know, they're taking out all the masks, and then
throwing up
all the Christmas stuff.
Yep.
And
I guess Christmas to all.
As much as I love Halloween, and it is a big holiday for me, like I'm sick and tired of zombies. I guess would be the best way to put it. Okay, The Walking Dead, which is one of the, it's a curse and a blessing because it's a great show.
Right.
But now
everybody wants to be a zombie.
Everybody wants to be a zombie, and everything is zombie related.
The original people.
And you know, I'm sick and tired of, and I'm probably going to piss off people that I know. People who take a Halloween costume, and like I said, Halloween's over with, but they take a Halloween costume and then I'm such and such as a zombie.
Yeah.
You know, now my good friend Louis that I went to high school with, and I'm not talking about him in particular, but
way to go, Louis. You pissed Chris off.
He was Mario as a zombie.
Okay.
You know, and his costume looked pretty cool. At least, at the very least, he did like a good custom job.
He made it actually look not cool.
Yeah, and you know, not that there's anything wrong, but you know, like I'm a zombie nurse, I'm a zombie cop, I'm a zombie, you know, firefighter. It was like, you know, it just.
So now you're just taking something and just putting the word zombie in front of it.
Yeah, and they just
and painting your face.
And the worst are the people who buy like that cheap makeup.
It's
like a three-color makeup. It's like white, black, and red.
Yeah.
And you know, and it's always it's that packaging where they're like, there's a witch on the package and a clown. And
you can make this.
And it comes with that little stick of makeup that looks like a
it's gross.
Or what is it, like a lipstick?
Yeah, I'm not really sure.
It comes in a cheap tube made out of like gold wrapped around it, and for some reason people buy that and think they could do some sort of
zombie creation,
decent zombie makeup, and it always looks like shit. And I'm just, I don't know, I'm getting tired. You know, and at least like the movies are now like. There's like a million zombie movies. You know,
right.
It's like Land of the Dead, House of the Dead, This of the Dead.
Everyone's dead.
You know, I saw there was like Zombie Chronicles, Zombie Diaries, Zombie this, Zombie that. And
well, it's just like when vampires with all that Twilight shit. Vampires taking over, Vampire Diaries. All that, you know, now it's zombie.
And yeah, it's like,
what's next?
They're the new thing. And like I said, I'm definitely, the one thing I'm saying that's not overdoing it is The Walking Dead.
Walking Dead. They're doing it just right.
Because The Walking Dead does it so well
that people now
want a million copiers, and it just
Chris is
makes
pissed.
me sick.
Chris is pissed at the zombie population.
Network and
you're ruining America.
It's like, you know,
sci-fi is the best movie.
Did you say you saw a movie like Zombies versus Strippers or something like that?
Yeah, On Demand. There's Zombie versus no, it wasn't zombies. It was werewolves.
Oh, werewolves versus
which I guess
strippers.
Is the sequel to Zombies versus Strippers.
Yeah, I think
apparently this is a whole thing.
Yeah.
But it is ridiculous, and just even seeing the preview, I suggest people should go check the preview out because it is a great couple of minutes.
Yeah,
now, did you hear what? Let's talk about two stupid celebrities that I never thought I would say in one sentence for Halloween.
I know there was
Chris Brown and Kelsey Grammer. I never thought I would say those two names in one sentence. Now, Chris Brown was
coming this fall on NBC.
Right, Chris Brown Do you know what he went for as Halloween? Because he wants to. I don't know why.
The only reason I know this is I got across the pictures.
Right,
at the
of like
Playboy,
him and his friends.
I saw pictures at the Playboy Halloween party.
What was he for that? I wonder if it's the same thing.
He was wearing a Malcolm X
baseball jersey. He must have had another costume. Okay. I don't know what he was at the Playboy Mansion.
I was looking at pictures, and it was the...
Yeah, they had a bunch of pictures.
It was the Playboy Halloween party.
Right, which is where Kelsey Grammer went.
Oh, okay.
Did you hear what he did there?
No.
How about the both of them were at the same party, too, which is great. Okay, he's recently has a baby. Not even a year. Brought the baby to the party, and there's a photo of the baby in the car seat sleeping next to people drinking, gorgeous women drinking next to a speaker, and his reasoning for bringing the baby
is he couldn't find a baby.
Yeah. It's like, really?
Yeah.
First of all, I think you could find a babysitter, like him, Kelsey.
Yeah, him and his money.
Right, you could find somebody, and you think, I don't know, you're out all night at the Playboy Mansion, let me bring the car seat in, this is a good
on
spot.
Halloween night where...
and there's like people like drinking, like having conversation as if the baby isn't right there.
Yeah.
Like it's awkward.
And I'm pretty sure people smoking cigarettes.
Oh yeah, and they said like they're not too far from the speaker, which of course is going to be loud at the party.
Music.
Poor little thing. I mean, it's just whatever. I think she was there.
Oh God.
I think she couldn't be the babysitter unless she was trick-or-treating around her neighborhood.
Mother is probably,
she's young, right? She's probably in her neighborhood getting candy.
That's what I'm saying. Kelsey Grammer is notoriously known for messing around with younger girls, so maybe she doesn't want him to get the babysitter because he'll end up banging the babysitter.
Meet a new girl. It's probably how they
aren't
know.
there people like that like, isn't he one of them? Wasn't she his ex-babysitter or something?
I don't know if he was a baby. I think like an assistant something where they were around each other.
Au pair, it's always...
Something along those lines. Like they knew each other.
Yeah.
Business quote wise. So, I mean, whatever.
Maybe no, motherfucker. You ain't gonna get another one. You're gonna replace my ass.
You're gonna replace my ass. We got kids.
Take your salad and scrambled egg ass and bring the baby to the party.
With his huge forehead. Take your baby to, just ridiculous. I'm surprised they even, I guess, let him in with a baby. I mean, wouldn't you be like, really? Don't take him to the nanny. Doesn't the Playboy have nannies that they could just, I mean, he's blatantly, the baby's
one big titty girl to take care of the baby.
The baby's blatantly, just like in the car seat in the lawn.
Take her to one of the bedrooms or something.
Yeah,
I mean, that doesn't sound right.
I know, take it to one of the bedrooms where a nanny is.
But there are, I mean, women live there.
Yeah, somebody can...
I think if you've been in Playboy for the last year, you can live there.
Yeah.
Or something to that effect.
They have rooms. It's a mansion.
It's a mansion. And not to mention serving staff.
That works, so they just even watch the baby for the night.
Hey,
why was this baby out in the lawn with you?
Come here.
Yeah.
Lola, your job is to take care of the baby for the rest of the night.
And so...
Hugh Hefner could have... but I'm not putting any blame on Hugh because he probably doesn't know what's going on in his party. But, somebody should have said, hey,
why the fuck is there's not even a 1-year-old.
That just ain't good parenting.
Yeah. So then Chris Brown, I don't know when he did wear it. I just saw the photo. So maybe last night, Halloween, he wore it. Mm-hmm. Him and a group of friends. Uh-huh. I mean, if you want to be blatantly ignorant, you would go as this. He went as a terrorist. Like, all of them dressed up, had assault rifles, beard, everything. Like, you went as a terrorist, an Arab terrorist.
So because I saw pictures of him at the Playboy party.
Okay. So this must have been last
night.
Yeah.
He's just a bad decision maker.
Do you not have PR people? Like you and your friends are gonna go. Like he tweeted a pic. I mean, they're all get up. They look like a terrorist, and says like nobody's gonna fuck with my crew. I mean, not only did you dress up as it, but you got other people.
Yeah.
I mean, really, out of all the costumes you could choose, you want to go as a terrorist.
That guy needs guidance.
I mean, that's what you decided on. Where are your the people that you pay to work for you? Where, or are they just all? Yeah, this is a good idea.
Why is he still famous? I don't.
I know at this point. I mean,
me personally, I don't like his music. I don't listen to it.
Right.
But obviously, there is a fan base. There, he's not getting money from.
Yeah.
He's
making money. Yeah.
Who's buying into this shit? You know what I'm saying? If there's someone I liked as a musician, I mean, I guess probably the most notorious person that I would like is like an Ozzy Osbourne.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But I don't know. It just, he's kind of past those days. That shit from the past. I don't know. It just, I don't know who listens to that music and why is your hard-earned money going into his pocket?
Right.
When he's a dick. He's a
dick.
He's an immature kid, saying who, I guess he has good dancing talent. And
there's a lot of kids out there with good dancing talent.
Go on.
And all this shit's all tuned anyway.
television every night there's some new reality show of someone relatively unknown trying to get famous.
America's Most Dance Crew.
Yeah. I'm saying, how many dance shows are there? I mean, other than like Dancing with the Celebrities, but I mean, X Factor and Dance Crew.
Yeah, we can definitely replace him. It's just actually doing it. I'm not sure why we're not.
You know, and
I mean, I think that was just way out of line. Let me go as a I mean, who even thinks of that? You know what I'm going to be for Halloween? A terrorist.
Yes,
I mean,
because the picture that I saw, he was, even the person who made the comments on the picture is like, we don't know what he is. He kind of had makeup on his face, which almost looked for the
a zombie.
It was black and white makeup. He, like a twisted jester, almost. Okay. You know, like, it wasn't clown makeup. And for a split second, I thought he was using the makeup from that movie Dead Presidents. There was a movie called Dead Presidents that came out probably 15 years ago. And it's a movie starring like 4 African-American guys or whatever. And I believe it's supposed to take place circa the Vietnam War.
All right.
And so like one of the guys, either he just came back from Vietnam or he's about to go. So they decided to rob a bank. I think he just came back because he has, I think when he comes back from Vietnam, he has military knowledge and tactical knowledge. And so they go to rob a bank, so they all paint their face all white with black around the circles and black lipstick.
Okay.
And, you know, it's like a caper movie, you know, like the whole movie is building up to them robbing the bank. And for a split second, I thought he was one of those guys in the movie Dead Presidents, but
no.
It was kind of like, he had like diamonds on his eyes, almost like clownish.
Okay.
You know, but with all that, he's wearing the old school 90s Malcolm X button-down old school baseball jersey and a baseball cap. You know, are you a jester? Are you a dead black baseball player?
Right.
You know, like
what are you? He was zombie.
You know, like
the Crow,
the Crow, because you know the Crow can technically come back as different people. I think like in the comics there's been like 2 or 3 different Crows. So maybe he's the Crow who brought back a passed away black baseball player or something.
Who the hell knows? I don't know what he's trying to do.
That's
I don't
a decent
know where.
concept.
There you go.
I'm going to pitch that. It's the Crow, you know, not give Chris Brown any credit. I don't want to put $1 in his pocket. You know, it's the Crow, but he's avenging the death of a dead, you know, Negro League baseball player. Boom. Script.
Boom.
Write it.
That's it.
Copyright it.
Trademark.
That's it.
Did you hear, you might like Kim Ye after this. Hear what they wore last night for Halloween?
I know.
Because I know you keep up with them, so I'm sure you saw.
See, it must have been, because the pictures I saw, she was a mermaid.
Oh, yeah, that must have been over the weekend.
I think that was all,
which looked hideous.
Yeah, she had a horrible
wig, she had a blonde wig, which looked a mess. I don't know what was going on there.
Apart.
And, you know, everything's got to be tight on that fat ass. Like,
well, that's
the signature. But it just looked uncomfortable almost. It looked awful.
Yeah, it looked thrown together.
Yeah, like
she was a mermaid, he was
like a sailor.
Now, I know like 2 years ago, she dressed up like Wonder Woman.
Which was her mom this year with that
her mom was,
I wonder if they were those idiots.
Her mom catching the spotlight.
They must have worn that.
Put on the Wonder Woman.
So it must have been last night. I think they were in Miami.
Why
I know this is weird. Maybe it was LA. You might like her. Dressed as Catwoman. Oh, shit. And he was Batman.
Oh, wow.
Now you got a whole new respect for Kim Ye.
Yeah. Well, the pictures that I saw, a guy, I mean,
it's the whole tight leather. That's what she wants to wear.
Yeah.
That was the whole thing.
I gotta check that picture. Yeah. Is it like, I don't know which variation of Catwoman, because is it like the Halle Berry Catwoman?
I think it's
Michelle Pfeiffer
Michelle
Catwoman?
Pfeiffer. Let me see if I can get the photo.
The Earth
Michelle Pfeiffer. This is Michelle Pfeiffer.
With the white
one, right?
stitches?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Michelle Pfeiffer, right?
That's the Michelle Pfeiffer
Catwoman.
Oh, okay. Well, wait, put that back until you showed
Looks
me that.
Looks like, I didn't see all these people.
Okay, so there's someone as a Riddler.
Which is that guy. Remember, we didn't know if he was gay. Siobhan, what's his name?
Oh,
that hangs out with them. I don't know who the hell that is.
Someone
Bruce Jenner?
The Joker from...
Someone's Heath Ledger Joker.
From the Heath Ledger Joker.
And then these two are Batman. She looks so pissed. Courtney. She's a little Batman.
And
Scott's
well, no, she's Batgirl.
Batgirl, and Scott's Robin.
And I posted the pictures. I was Robin.
Yes.
Not technically for Halloween, because our plans got ruined. I wanted to go to the Halloween parade, but
if you did go to the parade, you would have been
I
Robin.
would have been Robin.
You would have been Scott Disick dressed as Robin.
And I think my I don't know. You saw the picture. I mean,
Yeah, it was
favorite.
good.
Yeah, I like my Robin.
It was Robin.
And my daughter was Batman.
Pouty Batman.
Yeah, because she
put the mask on. She had
did
grumpy
not want to
face.
wear the mask.
She's got to show her face. She's, what is this shit?
Yeah.
Now, there's rumors, again, whether or not it's true, that Scott Disick, who's with Courtney, where they have the 2 kids and no marriage, they might be planning an engagement on the finale of whatever season they're on.
Oh, God.
And then there'll be, of course, a wedding special. I'm just speechless.
It'll be a double wedding. It'll be
oh yeah.
And
God, yeah.
But they got to double it up.
Yeah.
You got to up the stakes.
Oh God. No, yeah, easily.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised.
Honey Boo Boo for the flower girl, and then the kids. Courtney's kids can be the flower and the ring bearer. Yeah, she's got that set. It's gonna be a beautiful wedding.
God bless America.
Oh, God
and
bless
they're all gonna
exploiting
win
your
out.
children.
Like, they're all going to win out. You know, same for the money. Like,
oh, yeah.
No love needs to be there. Just the cameras for E. For
just roll this,
all the
please.
people that'll buy into it.
Thank you.
Oh, Jesus.
Well, how did you... Yeah, go on.
Have you seen American Horror Story?
I have them both recorded. I was going to watch it last night, and I did it. So I've only really seen the first episode.
Okay. Well, the guy that plays the mad scientist, James Cromwell. Well, he is a very underrated actor.
Absolutely. I think he
get the credit.
Looks the part.
He looks the part. Now, he's been in some major nerd movies.
Mm-hmm.
First and foremost, he was in Revenge of the Nerds, where he's the father of Skolnick, whatever, the main nerd in the movie, not the Daniels guy, because he's kind of like the cooler of the nerds.
Okay.
The real nerdy guy. Like I said, his last name was Skolnick. He's the father.
The father.
He was in the Star Trek movie. He was
he's a nerd's wet dream.
Oh yeah, that's the thing. Like, you know, he's in so many things, and he's usually in nerdy movies. So and now seeing him in American Horror Story, where he has a little more meat to his character, like, he's playing a fucked up character. And
all the characters, I know, they really know how to make the characters fucked up. But I mean, fucked up storyline.
My biggest beef is that they're trying too hard.
Too hard in this one?
I've
only seen the first one, and
reminds me of, like, a girl who's screaming how great she is in bed.
Is that still going on?
It was like a cocktail.
With the...
There's a lot of overt sex. Now, I do have to say that last episode, last night...
I toned it down?
You know, no.
It's still there.
Outwardly out there, but Chloe Sevigny's character had a much bigger part in this episode.
So Chris was okay with it.
That's what had me digging it. But, you know, with that, there's also a bigger chunk of James Cromwell.
Okay.
And it's just, the guy does not get the credit he deserves. He is so good, and he's basically a major player in this one.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, for a guy, you know...
I'm going to watch him tonight.
I'm super happy that he's finally, you know...
Doing something different?
He's been in a million fucking movies.
Yeah.
He's one of those guys, you go on IMDb and it's just
a list.
Pages and pages. But...
Maybe he's one of those where, because you never really hear about him in the news, he's one of those private celebrities who knows how to keep their shit private.
Yeah.
You know?
He does his job.
Yeah.
Goes the fuck
and then
home.
does whatever the hell
you know, I mean, he gets nerd credit.
Of course.
I mean, his character in Star Trek invented the warp drive.
Can't beat that, people. The warp drive.
He was the father of the nerds and Revenge of the Nerds. So, you know.
He's got street cred.
And and usually he doesn't play a bad guy. I mean, he's always a character actor. He's always like, you know, but he's never played I've never seen him play a scumbag.
I only can go off the first episode I saw. I mean, he's a creepy mad scientist. Yeah.
He's a great scumbag.
I'm not fucking with you, man. You're too fucking weird to me.
He usually plays lighthearted characters. Yeah. And now they gave him some meat and some darkness. And
I wonder if that's like on purpose, because isn't Jessica Lange, she's like that, the nun, and then the first one she was that creepy neighbor.
Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken, I just know because of what I think my mom said, I think she was talking about Jessica Lange, she's usually known for nice roles. Like being...
Okay, yeah, when she was growing up, yeah.
So, and then this is like the opposite. So I wonder if that's, like him, this is like the opposite of what he usually
Adam
does.
Levine, you know, pop star, rock star, I guess. Pop rock star.
Pop rock.
And well, Chloe Sevigny was
she's just a mess.
Dirty. You know, like I said, for you guys out there, if you like Chloe Sevigny, or if you want to see a movie, of course you go online and see a million blowjobs, but the Brown Bunny.
Here we go.
It's a good. She's the giver.
She knows what she's doing.
She's the giver. She's when you give a proper blowjob,
give credit where it's
credit in my book. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, you're a sick man. Sick man, Christopher.
So I had that in my notes, James Cromwell.
I had that in my notes, blowjob. Chloe.
And, okay, so as we record this, we're coming up on the election, and not to get, downtown Manhattan is still without electricity.
I was thinking about that the other day. They'll probably bring stuff in or just resort back to paper ballot.
Now, in my old neighborhood, we had the old school hand crank, from left to right and stuff like that.
It's so awkward. It's like,
yeah, it's just, but stuff that was, back when they made things to fucking last. Those things are, those polling machines easily, at the very least, are 30 years old. You know what I'm saying?
They look it.
50.
They look it.
But,
they're,
they're here today, and they're going to be here they're not going anywhere.
Right.
Unless you have trauma. You know what I'm saying? Unless, the building collapses in on it. But I know, my neighborhood where I grew up has the old school ones, but they are worried about how people are going to vote.
I think they'll make it work. I don't think it'll be... Because I was thinking that, too. How are they? But I figure they'll bring stuff in or when in doubt resort back to the... to the paper.
How you're going to light the area.
Right.
If lights are out in schools and stuff like that. And
they'll definitely make it work. They gotta. Even if it's just one location, they will. They'll figure it out.
They gotta get shit in gear now.
Right. And I'm sure they're talking to do something. I don't know. But I figured, they're definitely they will. Yeah. I thought of that too. I was like, how are they? There's water everywhere. What are we doing?
Just getting the electricity up. String up lamps. Is it going to look like a garage or something? Or those big, when they work on construction sites that have this 4 big bright lamps.
Yeah, and it's blinding.
Yeah.
And they always have them on the highway where you don't want to be blinded because you're going 60 miles per hour.
They're in the construction. Now, they're always on the other side, but when they're lighting the other side, they're basically going right in your face.
And it's always lit, but nobody's ever working. Huh. Yeah. Weird. Octomom. I heard she's going to rehab.
Oh, boy.
I don't know if she ever went, but it was just rumors she's going to rehab for Xanax.
Oh,
really?
Pill popper? Well, that doesn't surprise me.
Yeah. I don't know. If you're gonna go to rehab, do something worthwhile.
Yeah.
You can kick that habit at your house.
That's a white people drug addict.
Yeah, that
white
is.
People are always
the pills.
Poppers. They're not going into the ghetto and getting the hardcore stuff. They're going to go
to the pharmacy.
Get their prescription.
We know what to do.
Go to 10 different doctors. Where hopefully the insurance company doesn't catch the fact that you're seeing a doctor every day of the week getting a new prescription.
Got a lot of issues,
Oh, God.
Do you watch X Factor at all?
I haven't watched X Factor, but I did hear that Chloe is now hosting
with
Khloe Kardashian Odom,
which just
rolls right off the tongue.
Beautiful name. With Dimples.
Her and Mario Lopez are now I think she had the official gig
last night, and her nipples. Clearly she wasn't wearing a bra. And Simon Cowell made a comment oh, you look beautiful tonight. The air conditioning must be up high.
Oh, shit.
So she had a little hard nip. It's like the set of Friends. It might be on the same set.
I was excited. I take that as a compliment.
It wasn't a revealing shirt, but you're clearly not wearing a bra on your nipples. It sucks for girls. What are we going to do?
I've seen her take pictures in bikinis and stuff like that, but she's not known
for being, risque.
Yeah, she's not known. So, Simon, it's his job to be an asshole.
Yeah, but you didn't have to point that out if people... people saw it,
but okay, so Simon was a dick, but, she's not known for being...
having a sex tape like her sister. She's already self-conscious about her look anyways half the time, she's always being blasted for.
It's probably just exciting.
It was a nice shirt. It's just unfortunate. It sucks for us women. It's not like we control and say, okay, go back in.
Yeah.
And she's excited. She's out there with your boners.
You can't control. You close your eyes and you're like baseball, dead puppies, dead puppies, grandma.
And then it raises up. You're like, wait, why am I getting hard over grandma? Wait. It just goes from there. So poor Chloe, big debut, but I think we're going to get through it, girl. I think we're going to do it.
You got love. Okay. You ever just look up people on Facebook, people you went to school with? I guess a better question is, have you ever looked up your bullies? Or
I was the bully, Chris.
You were a bully?
No, I was not. I was actually, I would like to think of myself, I talked to everyone. Mm-hmm. I wasn't a bully,
with everybody?
Yeah. So I wasn't
you were never bullied or anything like that?
Not in high school.
Okay.
I knew bullies, and I'd be like...
I wasn't bullied in high school, but in
life?
School?
No.
Oh, wow.
Yes, I don't know.
I had a few.
I know people who were bullied, but I don't know why. I feel like I should have been. I don't know. I feel like everybody should have been. Like, it just was like a rite of passage.
That's cool.
Yeah. I mean, I just kind of got along with everyone.
Oh, wow.
I don't know. What a weird kid. I don't know.
Because since I was like the heavier kid.
Oh, okay.
Like, people fucked with me. They always, they got called all types of names. There was just there's one.
So you looked up your bully.
Yeah, I looked up my bully.
From what grade?
1st through 7th.
Wow.
I mean, yeah.
Well, there's always, everybody knew who the bully was.
Yeah, I mean, I actually friended him.
Yeah.
And then, now he's not on my friends list.
Uh-oh. What's he doing now? Or do you know?
Yeah, I couldn't tell. I think he was doing, security and shit like that.
Because that's my favorite is when I do see the bullies, people who I know were bullies, and I probably friends with them on Facebook, and I'm like, doing nothing. You barely made it out of high school, or you just got, GED or whatever. You could barely pass.
Yeah. I like it when, they're not doing well. I mean, I'm not employed right now. I'd rather be employed. I'd rather be unemployed than be a fucking security guard. But, yeah, it's just one particular situation where I went to go sit down and he pulled a chair out from underneath.
Oh, yeah.
It was right in front of the classroom, and then, people
That's
laughed.
tough for kids. It really is.
It fucked me up. I still, the fucking 20
You're still talking about it, yeah.
It's still in my head.
Yeah.
And, it's just weird, because, nowadays there is this whole culture of, anti-bullying and, they're more aware of it, but, where the fuck were these people?
Right, yeah. Now it's a big epidemic because technology and, with the tweets. And so people are more aware, but, yeah, this shit's been going on for years.
Yeah,
this isn't the first. And now kids are committing suicide. And that's being brought to light, more national news. And, you didn't hear about that. It easily have happened back in the day, but it wasn't, big news.
Yeah,
more at your fingertips news.
Recently there was, there's that group Anonymous, and what had happened was there was a guy who got a girl to flash him online in a chat room, and they had gone back and forth trading information. So this guy had basically through her information, found out where she went to school. And, how
old do you know the ages are?
I'm assuming she's underage because
it's a big deal. I think it's high school.
Because high school, you're technically underage, and then they stopped talking.
Was he in high school too?
No, he was like a man. He was a 30-year-old man.
Here we go.
And he got her to flash. He got her to flash him. I guess he got screen captures of it or whatever. Yeah. And I think then they stopped talking. And since he knew what school she went to, he got in contact with a whole bunch of people from the school and emailed them the picture of her flashing. And
why?
Because I think he felt jilted from her stop.
First of all, it's a high school
not
kid.
Right in the fucking head.
Yeah. You're upset over
well, not to, bring it down, but she killed herself because of all this.
And see, that's the problem with technology and everything where everybody, there was not last year a girl in the Rochester area, same type of thing. I can't even think of the whole story, but the boyfriend, whatever, they had a spat, and then one of the girls that was bullying her ended up sending all these text messages out to, everybody in school, and then she ended up offing herself, hanging herself because of it.
Yeah, it's
So it sounds like the similar situation.
This thing with Anonymous got the guy's information. They spread it out, and now this guy, who's a 30-year-old man, his mother has come out and said, "Stop harassing my son." The mother.
You gotta stand by your kid.
Yeah.
Why is your
in the eyes of a parent, a kid's can't do no, even when he's 30, can't do no wrong.
Why is your kid,
your kid was a man, by the way, talking to kids and then doing something as immature as,
sending the photo.
And also, let's not forget that he's disseminating child pornography.
Right.
Because,
she's underage. And
he's giving it, that's
and he's handing it out, he's
distributing. If you're sending it out, that's straight up federal government feds coming right to
you. So is he arrested? Or
I don't know what happened since then, but I know Anonymous got involved and started giving out his information.
Good.
People started harassing him, so he gets a taste of his own medicine.
So is he probably lives with his mom, I'm assuming?
Yeah, I wish I had more details.
Probably doesn't work.
It's, I kind of had it down here in my notes to talk about bullies, but, at least when I grew up in an age without the internet.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Now it's texting, tweeting, everybody sends a photo to everyone.
It's even more.
It's amplified.
Yeah.
Before it was just maybe gossip. When I was in high school, it would be gossip.
Oh, yeah.
But I was what part of the story is true? It was always just dissected. And so, by the time I got to the last person, the story was so amplified,
Yeah.
But, now it's if you did do something, there's either a video or a photo.
Yeah.
And it gets sent to everyone. So, all in all, you should be responsible for what you are doing. And, let's not flash a camera.
Yeah.
But yeah, you do get, but he shouldn't be taught, you're 30, why are you?
Yeah, creepy dude.
Yeah, I mean, go.
I mean, I make jokes and shit like that, but I don't, that's.
And then to go the next step further and ruin the girl's life.
Yeah, like, just fucking move on, bro. Go find some other fucking person on the internet.
I know. Maybe somebody who's 30.
Yeah. So that's just, I don't know. I had
people are gross.
Bullies in my notes.
And now, a word from our sponsor.
Hello, listeners. This is Chris from Two Strangers, One Podcast, but I'd like to announce that we are now part of Livin' Lane Podcast Entertainment. Check out our Facebook page at facebook.com/Livin' Lane Podcast Entertainment. LIVINLAME Podcast Entertainment. Along with Two Strangers, One Podcast, there are a bunch of brand new shows to choose from. There's The Breakdown with Filthy Phil, Shane O'Mac, and Cord bringing you the latest news in the music world. Join Joe and Carrie Fox in the Fox Den for your fix of astrology, numerology, and nature. Get your movie and television news with the Real Chat Podcast. And the big daddy that started it all, Livin' Lane. So check out the Facebook for information on new episodes and updates at www.facebook.com/Livin' Lane Podcast Entertainment. Click and Hit, enhancing the experience for all recreational smokers. Click and Hit is a one-handed portable vaporizer. This smoking pipe has a compact 4-stage design, complete with a built-in, windproof, butane refillable torch lighter. The large burn chamber holds your stash of legal herb or pipe tobacco. Click the button to ignite and inhale as usual. When you are done, put it back in your pocket for later. Smoke anytime with the touch of a button. No more carrying around grinders and tins. Leave the pipe, rolling papers, and even your lighter at home. The Click and Hit cordless vaporizer is no bigger than a normal cigar, making it the world's smallest and most discreet vaporizer. It's perfect for use in small places or shared rooms. It's efficient, getting 5 to 8 draws from your packed chamber. It's affordable at just $19.95 each. Buy 3 and the shipping is free. Buy 4 and you get the 5th one free. Visit www.click-n-hit.com. That's clickandhit.com. And now for listeners of Two Strangers, One Podcast, you can use promo code STRANGERS and receive 10% off your purchase at clickandhit.com. That's promo code STRANGERS for 10% off your purchase.
We now return to Two Strangers, One Podcast.
We don't support
Let's
Bullies
lighten it
here.
up. Jesus Christ,
Jeez,
that's sad.
Speaking of naked, do you know Amy Weber? She's a WWE star.
Amy Roberts?
I think I put Weber.
Weber?
Oh,
I
don't know what her name is.
So,
yeah, I don't know. Let me see if I can find out.
Does she have a ring name or?
Let me find out if she had like a WWE name. Well, of course. I think her laptop got stolen or something, so she's got naked photos leaked.
Oh.
Why are we always have we not learned? Everybody always save their photos on like your laptop.
Yeah.
Like maybe save it to like a little
thumb drive.
Little thumb drive that you have if you really need these photos. Because people can hack. I mean, nobody's...
Oh, shit. I better hold on to my
laptop.
laptop.
Here we go. Let's see if I can find out her real name. She's a pretty girl.
Well, a friend, an acquaintance I have online...
Here we go.
...has joined this... well, I guess he probably wouldn't even be mad if he belongs to this website called extralunchmoney.com. And it is a site where you can post your amateur sex tape and amateur sex videos.
Nice.
And actually, and he has a pretty large following on Facebook. So his name on that site is Hillbilly. Oh no, excuse me, not Hillbilly. Rockabilly Sex.
Nice.
And
sounds hot.
Yeah. So whatchamacallit. So for legitimate people, not for spy cameras or anything like that.
Yeah. Not like Hulk Hogan.
So and I guess if you want to, if you wanted to make extra lunch money.
Yeah, if you want lunch, I mean.
Lunch money, extra lunch
make
money.
Make a video.
And.
So gross.
I'm trying to see, yeah. I'm pretty sure his name is Rockabilly Sex.
Rockabilly.
Yeah. On extralunchmoney.com. Just awesome. But now I've seen pictures of his dick, though. So it's just like kind of
weird. We've crossed the line.
You're my friend, but I seen your dick. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I like that. I don't want to shake his hand. Let's see, what else do I got? Lil Wayne. Shit's been going on with him. He's been having seizures, like more than one. He had one on a plane.
They're trying to deny it, or his PR people were trying to deny it, but I think, is it allegedly, they were like witnesses, right, or something like that?
No, now I think he's up to like 3. He had one at home. The first one was on like a plane, and then they had to land. And then that was denied, saying it was a dehydration. But then he had another one not too long after. I think he's had a total of 3 now. So he's not allowed to fly. He's on the note, like his doctor said. said no flying, so I don't know if it's because the last one was at like his mom's. But he still made it to the Miami Heat game, the opener. He was busted. He took a nice bus there. He rented out a big tour bus to go to the game. So he was there. He's had like 3, I think, now.
Now, I guess you're going against doctor's advisement, but can you get in trouble for flying if you have seizures? I mean, I can understand you can't get a driver's license.
Right. No, I think they're just trying to figure out what's causing it. Because I think I know he's had the first one on there. I don't know if the second one was on the plane, too. Mm-hmm. So I think they're still just trying to see what's causing it.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know why. Can you get in trouble?
In trouble?
Like, can they put you on a list for getting seizures? Because that's like, in my opinion, and then...
Yeah, I don't know. I know you lose your license.
I'm not trust me, I'm not a fan of Lil Wayne, but
for health reasons.
Like a discrimination against.
Okay. So I'm sorry.
Like Americans with Disability Act.
Right. So he was hospitalized following 2 seizure-like episodes on board back-to-back flights. So they both were on planes. So I guess. Now, I mean, I've had my EMT training, like 15 years ago, and when I worked in a prison, I dealt with plenty of people who had seizures. Right. And the whole gist of it is keep them from banging their head. Yeah. There's no such thing as swallowing the tongue. You don't have to jam it. Don't put anything near the mouth.
In their mouth, because if anything, you can make it worse by putting something in their mouth. And hold on.
Are we back?
And we're back.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So
I guess he had 2 Lil Wayne. I guess he had 2 seizures, both on a flight, back-to-back flights, both grounded. And I guess he says first it was dehydration, now it's from how hard, just like exhaustion people are going into rehab for. So he thinks it's because of how hard he's been working for whatever the hell he's been doing. And so he's not allowed to fly, doctor's orders, probably until they figure out what the hell's causing it.
Well, those guys get the best drugs.
Yeah, he's going to be doing just fine.
I mean, I'm pretty sure,
But that didn't stop him from the Heat game.
Like when they take the Robitussin or whatever, or the NyQuil.
Yeah, what is it called?
Scissor. I know they got scissor.
Like codeine and...
As my dog. Could you just plug me in there?
Sorry.
And, yeah, there we go. Now, we missed our chance to record on November 1st down at the Smodcast. Now, basically, that would have been a road trip for us. And it would just be notorious it would just been a lot easier to just take one car, which we were planning to. But I know my music would probably have driven you crazy.
Probably.
If you could have a dream concert.
Dream concert.
Anybody, and we'll even make it. Well, I don't know. Should we say if people are still alive or dead or not, or
anybody I want? How many people? How many headliners?
3 acts.
3 acts. That's narrowing it.
Or 4 acts.
10 acts.
Okay, yeah.
It's an all-day
Kristyn festival.
Yeah.
2 strangers, 1.
Well, I would want just for like the dance party time. NSYNC. It's so bad. NSYNC. And Britney to do her classics. So those would be 2 of the cheesy ones. The Boss.
Britney and NSYNC.
Yeah. Bruce Springsteen. Tom Petty.
So I can see like Tom Petty and Bruce Springsteen. So that would be like a second stage.
Yeah, I know, right? They could all be on the same stage. Let's see, who else? It would be fun. But they're old. Billy Joel.
Okay.
That would be fun.
Jersey and I think they did perform recently in Madison Square Garden.
I think so.
And it was like in the center because Bruce is from Jersey.
Yeah.
Billy Joel from Long Island.
Yeah.
So they met in the middle of Madison
Square
Garden.
They met in the middle. And then just, when I get into the hip-hop mood, just because I heard he puts on a great concert, Jay-Z.
Okay.
And whoever the hell he wants to bring. I don't know about
Beyonce
Kanye.
come out crazy in love.
Jay-Z and Beyonce. I think that would be an all-day event of great mixture.
Kristyn Palooza.
Yeah, I'm liking it. That's it. Call me, guys. I'll set it up. Who would you have? Metallica.
Yeah, it was. I mean, pretty
and
much.
That's it.
The other
Metallica.
Day, it would be an all-day Metallica. You guys play all, every. If you go by just their original songs, they have like 80 original songs.
Yeah.
Like, and then you take into the cover albums and stuff like that.
So it'd just be all-day Metallica.
No, well, not.
They'd be exhausted, Chris. You gotta give them a break.
No, it would be. It would pretty much be an all, metal show. I mean, it would be Metallica, Megadeth, Slayer.
Like the concert that already exists,
yeah,
right?
exactly. I mean...
real original, Chris, real original.
I mean, Anthrax, though Anthrax was on the show, I'm not a big Anthrax fan.
Yeah.
I mean, I like Scott Ian. Ian is, but like, mostly because he's
the one with the beard.
The one with the crazy beard.
Yeah, I like him.
Oh, I saw there was a roast on YouTube. There's this guy named Zach Wilde, and Zach Wilde, he has his own band called Black Label Society, but he was Ozzy's road guitarist for a long time, and so basically when on Ozfest he would do double duty. He would be in his own band where he's singing, and then when Ozzy came on, he would be Ozzy's guitarist,
and then party after.
And his
body must have took a toll.
His liver, he was medically ordered to
stop
and stuff like that because his liver just couldn't take it. And so Jim Norton, from Opie and Anthony, he said Scott Ian looks like Ben Kingsley eating a squirrel.
That's about right.
Bald head, hooked nose, and this long thing hanging.
This long thing.
And also with Halloween just passed, they had done a video where this professional makeup artist, they put makeup on him and prosthetics, so they basically made him look like Jerry Garcia.
Okay.
That even though Jerry Garcia is dead.
Right.
And so, but they made him look like Jerry Garcia, but not exactly like Jerry Garcia, like a guy, just an older, heavy-set guy with glasses and a beard.
Him,
They tucked his beard into the double chin, but then kind of added on to the rest
somebody
of the beard.
wasn't going to cut it.
Oh, hell no. Well, because he even says that his beard is so extreme, a lot of people think that's a prosthetic. Everyone thinks it's a fake beard that he glues
onto his head. He's had that forever.
Yeah, that's like his trademark, bald head. And, well, in the early 80s, he actually had long hair. Then I guess once that hairline started to recede, he said, fuck it, I'm shaving it.
That a boy. Don't hang on.
Yeah, I'm trying to rock the long hair even though I'm receding. So then, looking like Jerry Garcia, he walks into this guitar place, Guitar World or whatever, and he asks the guy, "Oh, could I see this guitar?" And then he sits down and just starts.
I was gonna say, did he
shredding? And you just see people just come around.
The fuck?
There were people that were obviously in on it or something like that because they were
somebody must have known
smiling and everyone had their camera out. But
I was gonna say people are usually videotaping it.
But for the two, there were not two. There was there were a couple people there that obviously it was a surprise enough for them. And
That'd
they just, especially this one kid.
Jerry Garcia lookalike.
Jerry
shredding
Garcia
it on the guitar.
Playing, Anthrax is known for shredding music, so that was pretty funny. So, he's always had a good sense of humor, Scott Ian. Yeah. He's always been,
They had recently, I'm trying to think what the bio was called, but it was Rock Wives or something like that. Something along, and he was on it with whoever the hell he's married to. Who?
Okay, so you're saying about Scott Ian, Rock Wives?
Yeah, they've been married for a while. I can't think of her name, but what I thought was cool is him being Scott Ian, people know who he is, and he plays guitar in whatever band she's trying to start. So he totally lets her do her own thing, she's the singer, and he's kind of in the background just playing guitar. So I thought that was cool. He's not overshadowing her, but still supporting her.
Yeah.
Made me like him even more. But I thought she was going to be prettier.
Because he's a Brooklyn boy. Mm-hmm. The guys from Anthrax, they're from Long Island and Brooklyn. Scott Ian is a Brooklyn boy. They came up... the other one, I have a lot of friends from Brooklyn, and, the guys from Anthrax and the guys from Typo Negative, they're, they go back, the lead singer of Typo passed away, but, they were known to just, be in the neighborhood.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They go and rock Yankee Stadium, and then, just see them walking on the street, stuff like that, which is pretty cool. If I ever had that kind of talent, that's kind of how I would like to be. Just walking around Lower East Side. Now, I believe you said once that you went with your brother to a shooting range. You shot a gun before, right?
Yeah, I don't like it. You don't like it? It's not my thing.
What, girls don't like shooting guns?
My sister does.
Oh, okay.
I'm like, it's a little too creepy that you like shooting it. I don't know. It's not. I don't like the power that goes behind it, because it's if I do misfire and I hit someone, I could potentially kill him. I don't like that, having the power to be able to do that.
Oh, okay.
I guess, but I don't know. It's not my thing.
It's funny that,
but there's some girls that...
shooting at the crotch.
Right.
Silhouette.
I don't know. I can't handle it. I cannot do it. It's not my thing. Sorry. You will not see me with a... Well, who knows? Maybe when I live on my own, I'll have a gun and I'll become a huge fan. You know. I'll get like a little pink thing. You'll love it.
Yeah, I mean...
Such a mock
back when
guns.
when I was a correction officer and we were allowed to have, we concealed carry and like, this little 5-shot, 2-inch barrel. Yeah. It was so small.
I'm interested in it. I'll take a BB gun. I'll do that. That won't kill anyone, but it will distract them.
Or you could get like they have like tasers and
I saw this new I guess it's pepper spray that kind of has a holster. It's pretty badass. It's somebody's coming in, you do the pepper spray, but also when you hit it, a nice big loud alarm goes off and a strobe light to blind them.
Oh, okay. So
that's badass. I could do one of those.
Yeah, so you're pepper spraying him, and like I said, I've been pepper sprayed. Well, I've been.
You got it right with the.
Yes, there's CS and OC. Those are like two of the main ones. Even though there's other ones out there, and the biggest part is just the panic from you not being able to breathe. Like,
right. And then
that's the worst part. Like that's the reason. That's why you really hit the ground because you're panicking.
Mm-hmm.
If you, I'm not putting the wrong ideas in the wrong people's heads.
There we go. Don't panic. You'll be okay.
Pepper spray.
Chris, are we not giving people the right idea on how to beat the pepper spray? It's probably why they came up with the new one where it's got the piercing alarm and strobe light.
Yeah, because you're totally disorienting them if you.
I'll probably do it the wrong way and then I'm sprayed and I'm like, I'm so disoriented. It works. Just so you know, it works, but I still got raped.
Well, see, oh my God.
I didn't get raped.
I mean, the whole point of shooting a gun, which is, I guess, why, women don't like it or whatever, you have to anticipate, you have to not anticipate the explosion.
Okay.
You're supposed to apply regular pressure to your trigger finger back. Because a lot of people anticipate the explosion and jerk their hand back.
Oh, okay.
More out of
more let it do
memory.
it. Yeah.
And if you do that, you're going to miss your target by jerking your hand back. You actually have to not anticipate. Let it.
Just
they say let it surprise you. Pull back the trigger with even. Now, if you have a newer gun like a Glock, pulling the trigger is like nothing. It's there's no weight to it. Like my old weapon had what they called 15 pound per square inch. With 15 pounds per square inch, you have to squeeze that fucker. You're not. There was no safety in that gun.
Okay.
Because part of the idea of safety
was a safety.
is that if you're pushing that hard, you're going to shoot the bullet. Like I said, there was no safety on that weapon. But the proper way to shoot a gun is to not anticipate the explosion.
Just let it do it.
Let it vibrate your hand. Let it surprise you.
You won't shoot your eye out if you let it happen. Have you ever shot your eye out? Charlie Sheen was in the hospital again.
Oh, really?
Now, you would think it would be for cocaine, exhaustion. Dehydration, yeah. An ear infection. An ear infection.
Ear infection?
Yeah. Your body can withstand mass amounts of cocaine and
he's
alcohol.
Probably weathered his body so much
that it's like everything can affect him.
An ear infection will freaking...
I gotta go.
Take your ass down. I mean, at least also with ear infections, you lose your balance.
Right. And, people are probably saying how fucked up he was.
Yeah, exactly.
Because people are insinuating that, he had to go to the hospital again saying, it's probably drugs and all that, but it turned out it was. That could also be, they warned out exhaustion excuse, so they figured.
And of course, this as a EMT, there are people who are diabetic that if you smelled their breath, it smells like they're drunk.
Right. And you're like, and then you gotta
if they're having an episode, they can be lightheaded and goofy.
Oh, they could be totally whacked out, not know where they are. You think they're totally...
would be confused for alcohol.
Yeah.
And
you gotta be careful of that. You don't want to confuse that.
The room is spinning.
Put your both feet on the ground. What else you got?
Are you familiar at all with Reddit?
What is that?
It's sort of like the new Facebook,
because I think I've heard of it.
I've heard it. I'm familiar with it. Now, Reddit just takes me back to the old days on the internet of message boards.
Okay.
Because I had a friend of mine, younger guy, obviously. He's 20. No, hold on. If I'm 35, he's 25.
Oh, he's so young. Barely out of diapers.
You're 26. Don't you consider a 16-year-old young?
Yeah.
Yes.
That's different. It's got teen after it, okay?
Well, 25. In my opinion, 25 is still young. Shit, 10 years ago, how different my life was. But he's like, oh, you got to get on Reddit. And it's like, already Facebook.
Yeah.
Already
what else do I need to
Twitter,
be on to do the same exact shit?
I haven't adapted to Tumblr.
No, I've never. Yeah, a lot of people are doing that.
Tumblr. And now Reddit. Now, what kills me is that Reddit looks like message boards. Reddit looks like
the old message boards. And what do you do? You just
and it's because the thing about Reddit is that there's like a new what's the word I'm looking for? It's so exciting that Barack Obama had a Reddit. I think when you do a thing that's like, they call it AMA, which stands for Ask Me Anything.
Okay.
So, like, when someone's doing, like,
an AMA?
a public interview, like, Barack Obama did an AMA. Kevin Smith has done a couple of AMAs.
Oh, I've never heard it. Okay.
And it stands for Ask Me Anything. And because Kevin Smith likes Reddit because it takes him back to the old days of message
like
boards.
AOL.
When he first got into the internet,
old school, yeah.
Everything was message boards. It hasn't hit that surgence like where I feel like, oh, I gotta be on it
right
right now.
But I didn't know what it like. I'd never checked it out. So
my boy was like, oh, you gotta get on Reddit. You gotta it'll help promote the show and all. Like, oh my god, I already do enough on Twitter or Facebook. I don't think Google Plus is over my head. Tumblr's over my head. Reddit, I don't know. I don't know if I'm showing my age or so.
Yeah, I don't know it, so.
I haven't been on Reddit, so if there's anybody out there who want to moderate a Two Strangers One Podcast Reddit.
Yeah, go for it.
Or, I don't know, give me a crash course in it. I mean, I could just dive into it, but I already spent enough time in front of the computer. I don't need any more,
Reddit.
Yeah.
You're gonna get carpal tunnel.
Yeah, it's REDDIT. I believe that's how it's spelled. Because once again, it's like a message board where they go, oh, well, it brings back the power to the user. Well, I mean, if you're just doing a message board, you know what I'm saying? I mean, yeah, Facebook at times can suck, but it's really not that much. I don't know.
Did you see The Rock, the wrestler The Rock?
His Halloween costume?
It looked badass as the Hulk.
He had a good job. Like
he legit had those muscles. But then, of course, yeah.
And then, but I love it that even with all that, he has that big tattoo on his chest.
Right, yeah.
That no ink could cover that shit up.
Right. Yeah, he didn't do this on his own.
Yeah. Now, mind you, they could cover it up in the movies.
Right. No, he looks like your muscles. He does. He looks huge.
Well, the wig throws me off.
Yeah, I don't know what the wig's all about. Like, you really? Basically, all you had to pay for was green paint or green whatever, and the wig. What's the wig all about?
And he's wearing
looks like
the
a
Daisy Duke shorts.
Yeah.
So
they
had
like jeans.
Well, I'm just saying, I mean, he wore jeans that show up a lot of his legs, so they had to get up close and intimate for that kind of paint job.
Oh, yeah. What do you think, male or female did it?
Well, I mean, The Rock has wrestled with men.
Yeah, he's not
okay
with
He's not uptight about being naked in front of a dude. I mean, he's
has,
wrestling guys in his bikini briefs, so I don't
all oiled up, too.
Yeah.
Just looking at the photo, he has no ounce of fat on him.
Yeah.
How do you do it, Dwayne Rock Johnson?
Well, he has the good genetics because his father was a wrestler.
I mean, he's just ripped.
His mom was a fit woman also.
I mean, you've been out of, wrestling for a while. Sometimes they get the belly.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well...
You're perfect.
And because his mother's side of the family is Samoan.
Okay.
So he has cousins, are you familiar at all with the wrestler Rikishi?
Yeah. Does he have a
Rikishi
fat ass?
Is his cousin.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so it just shows you how genetically...
I'd be pissed if I was Rikishi. What?
And I believe...
I would be pissed. How did he get that body?
Yeah, and, both Rikishi and The Rock are also nephews of... In the 80s, it was the guys called the Wild Samoans.
Okay.
And the Wild Samoans looked a little bit more, if you want to call it stereotypical Samoan, where muscular chest and arms, but a big gut. Not a big gut.
But, yeah.
But, manly men.
Yeah.
Big arms, big chest, but that kind of belly just comes genetically with being Samoan. I mean, The Rock is half black. His father was black and his mother was Samoan, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, he's got great...
But Rikishi...
Great genes. Genes.
Rikishi's his fucking cousin. I mean, genetically... Oh, come on, baby.
Yeah, it's like, I'd be pissed. It's just like Melissa McCarthy... And Jenny McCarthy. Yeah, but Melissa McCarthy got more of the humor, so that goes a longer way, I think.
Yeah.
Your looks so fade, Jenny. Your looks so fade. But yeah, it's total opposites. Again, I'd be pissed. Like, where did we go wrong in our lineage? Where did this go wrong?
Yeah.
Now, how are you good at pull-ups?
Me?
Yeah.
I couldn't. You put a gun to my head.
Or
even at my lightest, I was never good. I never had any upper body strength.
There was a study that which makes me feel better because I could never really do pull-ups. Like, it just wasn't, again, if a gun was in my head, it just wasn't going to happen.
Just put a bullet
but most,
in me.
like, guys are known for, you know, like, fit guys are known for being able to do, like, 20 or, you know, more than that.
I wish I could do one.
So there was finally...
I feel accomplished if I could do one.
Yeah, there was finally a study that put me at ease to let me know that that's okay. Because women, physiologically, it's very hard for us. Because because they did like a study where they had women like work out for so many days, like their upper body and everything, and they still couldn't do one.
I think, you know, and I'm really trying not to be, you know, male chauvinist.
But unfortunately, that's just, it's
the
physiologically.
ratio of muscles.
The muscles.
Women, you know, and that's just...
And we always will have a percentage of fat no matter what. Mm-hmm. And guys can get down to, I think it's I forget, but in a low percentage,
something like that.
And their upper muscles develop differently. And
the ratio to, like, bone to muscle.
Yeah.
You know, which is a measurable number, and it's not trying to be, I'm not... No,
there was a study. It was confirmed. Chris
I'm not trying to be,
right now.
I'm not, you know, I mean, like I said, just genetically, men are generally taller than women.
Right, and they have that big upper body build that they can do. And, so they had, like, these women who were known to be fit do this study for, like, 3 months, and they still couldn't do a pull-up, which made me feel so much better. Like, they could maybe do, like, one if they could. Yeah. I was like, okay, good. I'm not half retarded. Not half mentally challenged to be able to do one.
Even, and I hate to put it like this, but even the women who probably would be great at doing
probably more testosterone
are the ones
levels
who look more mannish.
China,
you know,
she could probably take on all the men.
You know, it's.
I felt great about that.
I'd like to think we live in a world where anybody could do anything, but you know, there are genetics are genetics, and it's just
right. It's still buff, but you can't pull that body up, girl. So sorry.
Well, how did you get into soccer? Because I think for our audience to know, like
I played since I was.
Coach
I now coach because I'm too out of shape to play. It's just that I don't feel like getting in shape. It's one of those situations. So I coach a younger girls soccer team, which they're hysterical. I mean, good luck with your daughter when she's getting into the 12 and under. Right. When I was younger, probably around 3, 4, I started having the typical tantrums. I would throw my body on the ground and just kind of tantrum. And, my parents were told to ignore it, and which they did, so they would just walk around me. And so it basically came down to finally they're like, okay, what are we going to do? So the doctor said, it's because she's got a lot of energy. So when she's old enough, get her in sports. So they got me into soccer and kind of stuck with me and played it throughout till I was 19 and under, played it in college. Played for the same team, 19 and under.
So, the team that you coach now was the team that you were part of?
No. The same organization.
Oh, okay. Yeah, well, I mean...
Like 12 and under, the same...
Like, I have friends that do that more, like, with Little League.
Right, yeah.
You know, where it was the same organization.
Yeah, same organization,
So it's like, when you were... my friends, like, they had, good guidance or whatever, so,
So now they want to kind of give back.
They kind of like paying it forward, I guess.
Well, during the time when I signed up to volunteer for it, I wasn't working, so I was like, all right, I'll give me something to do. And then, like, soon after I got a job, so I'm like, all right, now I got to do both things. But it's fun. I truly enjoy it. I wish I was getting paid for it. It is fun. I don't know. It's fun to see them, and it's always like, was I like that when I was their age? Like, was I? I don't remember.
Training also.
Yeah, right. I was like, do you want kids? I'm like, not after this. I mean, but no, it's a lot of fun. So if you like working with kids and you ever want to, I guess, kind of give back and you used to play sport, I definitely recommend coaching or assistant coaching a sport you like. It is a lot of fun.
Yeah, there's things I like, but I don't know. There's nothing. I guess if I don't know, mentored a kid in doing podcasting or something, or just being a nerd or something.
Mentor being nerd. Yeah. There you go.
Nerd mentor.
If I could just be your nerd mentor.
Yeah. Today, we're going to take a course in Stanley.
Yeah. Stanley 101. There you go.
Plus, I got 2 kids at home, so I was like...
Let's see what else. Joe Simpson. More gay rumors. Poor guy.
They said he was wearing like some like canary yellow suit or
yeah,
something
like and he looked awful. Like his hair wasn't done, so it was kind of down.
And it was
like yellow.
An area that's known for.
I think I don't. Yeah, I think it was in a village.
Yeah.
I don't recall where he was, but yeah, it was like I'm trying to think. Like his shirt, I think had like bright yellow, and then his shoes were bright yellow. It looked real stupid. Yeah, so I don't. It just didn't look right. And so I guess there's rumor to this one kid, 21 years old. I think he was a model. Named Bryce. I don't know. And I guess that's who he used to kind of hire. Was his sugar. Okay, Joe Simpson was his sugar daddy. On different occasions. Mama found out. Mama found out.
Well, what I heard is that they knew about this for a couple of months.
Probably.
That's what I heard, that allegedly. The family knew for a couple of months, and that's why, I mean, it just came out in the news that the family knew because he came out.
But like, yeah.
Like a holiday event or something like that. You know, like.
Halloween!
Yeah. Yeah, this year I'm going as a...
I'm going to go as Joseph.
Carnival girl.
Yeah, you know, and it's really not a good look for the priest. Yeah. You know, can they get a break?
Yeah.
It's really not a good look. I wonder how recruitment goes.
I said, we are over the 1 hour mark.
That's it.
Please visit twostrangersonePodcast.com where you can find links for everything related to the show. First and foremost, you can find links to our eBay page where I'm selling comic books, heavy metal, video games, along with the other assorted properties. All the money goes to support the show. Even if it's something that you don't like, buy it. The money goes to the show. When you get it, throw it away. Give it to a nerdy friend of yours. Whatever you do is the money comes in to support this show. Please like us on Facebook at facebook.com/twostrangersonePodcast. Hover over the like button and click show in newsfeed. It just takes 2 seconds for you to share with everyone else the party that we're having over here. Let people know that there's a good show and they should follow it also. We make you laugh. We want to make you laugh. We make you laugh, and we really want, I don't know, whatever. You know what I mean. There are a couple ways you can download episodes of Two Strangers One Podcast. You could actually download episodes from our page, twostrangersonepodcast.com. Even if you have a cheapy MP3 player and you don't want to waste time streaming audio or anything like that, download the episodes, put them on your cheapy MP3 player, put them on your phone. And what I'd like to do is, when I was working, goof off at work. Listen to us when you're supposed to be working. You don't know how happy that would be if I know when productive people who should be doing what they're supposed to be doing would rather be listening to my show. That would be the greatest compliment ever. If you have an iPhone, iPad, iPod, or any of the new little toys, the iPad Mini, which I would like to play with, even though I definitely don't need, I would just like to check it out. I have played with the iPhone 5. My roommate has it. Great devices. If you're an i-person and you have to own everything Apple, you can find us on iTunes. Just go to the iTunes store, click the upper right tab that says podcast, and search for Two Strangers One Podcast. It may come up as Chris and Kristyn Two Strangers One Podcast, but you'll see our little red, white, and blue logo. There you can download every episode. So once again, you can download while you're at home and you have your Wi-Fi. And then while you're goofing off, or I like to listen to podcasts when I'm driving. Even like I said, last night I was driving to Buffalo and I listened to our pod brothers, Livin' Lame. And like Livin' Lame, if you don't have an iPhone, iPad, iPod, and you have an Android phone, you can find us on the Stitcher app. That's STITCHER. I can't speak about them highly enough. The Stitcher people are so cool. They've been very helpful and cooperative with the show. They've been very generous with their time. I love Stitcher so much. That's what I use. So for Android devices, Android tablets, those are big now. Or for the Kindle Fire, you can listen to us on Stitcher. And Stitcher's totally free. iTunes is totally free. Our show is totally free. So you could download and just go crazy. You have basically more than 2 days worth of entertainment. If you got all hopped up on caffeine and listened to us for over 48 hours straight, I mean, you'd probably physically go crazy, but you can catch every single episode, and go back and listen to how we've evolved as a podcast. See, my daughter's crying. You want to make her stop crying? Please listen to the show. Download past episodes. And while you're there, go visit clickandhit.com. That's click-hit.com. What can I say that I haven't already said? It's a well-made product. I've played with it.
A very, very good butane torch lighter. You know, we just had, you know, for the people sitting in the dark and sitting, you know, you could have had a little lighter on you if you had a click and hit. Or at least, you know, what better way to pass the time in the dark than getting yourself a click and hit. By the time you know, all your problems will have passed by the time you wake up. So visit clickandhit.com, and that's about it. We certainly hope you enjoyed listening to this show and had as much fun as we had recording it. Thank you for listening to Two Strangers, One Podcast. I'm Chris.
And I'm Kristyn.
Don't be a stranger.
See ya.
Bye.
All right, here we go, man. Go ahead. You want to read
Double Jackpot.
What is it?
It is a self-published book by Christopher Cologne.
Chris Cologne? Smells good to me.
But
look at her. That broke that fucking cold little exterior. He's like, hee.
But it is spelled C-O-L-O-N.
Him punny.
But Double Jackpot is a book about a comic book artist, Eric, who is in a loveless relationship with a materialistic
I feel you, Eric.
Lynette.
Oh, fucking, are you sure I didn't write this? Sounds hauntingly familiar.
He starts cheating on his girlfriend with a more creatively supportive woman, Nadia.
Well, I gotta meet her. Where's the Nadia?
There's your summer girlfriend.
Summer Nadia is Nadia.
Nadia?
Yeah, I think Nadia spelled with an A.
All right.
Both Lynette and Nadia play the double jackpot, the largest payout in lotto history, much like the recent Powerball. Both girls play his birth date as the winning numbers. Eric is now stuck between two of the country's richest women. Who will he choose? It's not that simple. This is a clever fucking idea, man.
Is.
Look at her, fucking, she's impressed.
I am.
She got some summer reading. Christopher Cologne smells real lovely with an original idea. This is. I've never heard this before.
I haven't either. This is a self-published book, much in the indie spirit as Kev's Clerks.
Oh, you don't even need to name check me. This is just a good idea. You could stand on your own, man. You don't even have to be like, hey, remember Clerks? This is nothing like that. This is way more original than Clerks. This is a good idea, man. Why didn't I think of this?
I need something to read. This book is part of the Comic Books, Heavy Metal, Video Games Trilogy Book 2. Odd I See, A Tale from the Road, coming soon.
Right on, man. It's part of a trilogy. This is the first part.
Way to write, man.
He's seeking a literary agent. Motherfuckers, anybody out there? There ain't no literary agents listening to this show. I assure you, sure. Sure. I assure you, sure. But somebody know a literary agent? Hook a motherfucker up! Chris Cologne come up with an original idea. I should tell Raskin. That's a good fucking idea, to be honest with you. That's a fucking rom-com right there. Megan, get Raskin on the phone. Isn't it possible to get Raskin on the phone? No?
Yeah.
I want to run it past him, man. I want to, and if it happens, I get a taste, Chris Cologne. I get a whiff, if you will.
The book could also be ordered on www.lulu.com.
That's lulu.com.
I understand that. I just want to spell it out.
Normally one says it that spells it. Still, lulu.com. What is that? Do you know what it is?
I don't know. All right. The book could also be ordered on www.lulu.com. Search for Double Jackpot Christopher Cologne. A paperback version of the book is $15 and a PDF file is only $5.
$5 is
yeah.
Insanely inexpensive. 15's not even that bad for a paperback version.
No.
This is $1 million idea right here. Like a movie about a dude who fucking is stuck between two chicks, both of who play his birthday and win the lottery. Come on! I can see that trailer. Chris Cologne is on to something. Nobody else can smell it but me.
I'll read it.
Thank you. I'm going to make that smelly joke.
I know. You're trying to get me to laugh again.
It worked once. Double Jackpot is a self-published book by Chris Cologne, man. It's the first book in his Comic Books, Heavy Metal, Video Games trilogy. Book 2, Odd I See, A Tale from the Road, should be coming out soon. Get all the information at Chris Cologne, like a motherfucker.
I will
his
totally
book,
read this.
Double Jackpot. I'm serious. I'm going to recommend that to fucking Raskin. How is that not a movie? You know what I'm saying? This could be a sexy movie. You could do an R-rated version. There could be nudie in it, and you could show them fucking both chicks. Maybe a little penetration. Maybe a butthole shot. No butthole, no care.
I would like to formally apologize to Christopher Cologne.
No, sex sells. Chris Cologne will appreciate that. He's like, thanks for throwing a few buttholes in there, man.
Don't forget to check out twostrangersonepodcast.net.
your one-stop resource for everything show-related. You can find links to subscribe to us on iTunes or on Stitcher. You could also find links to buy my book, Double Jackpot, on twostrangersonePodcast.net.
Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. You're cool. And fuck you, I'm out.